A memory, heartbreaking, catastrophic, and cruel, is now strewn across this town.
We're going to have to celebrate the lives of people that are not going to be with us at Christmas here. We still don't know how many people are missing.
The night of the Mayfield tornado was a memory Jennifer Rucavina,
I guess I was in disbelief.
Would rather forget.
And I don't really remember some of what I was doing at that point, just in shock of what I was seeing and hearing and smelling.
There's significant damage to the businesses here.
While heading in to check on a customer's order at her Jeanette's Mayfield Flower Company, this former TV meteorologist just knew.
Your instinct is just to go to live.
She had to file this report.
I never imagined seeing what I did see.
The people here need a lot of help.
Honestly, I can't watch, especially the beginning of it, just because I know how upset I was and what had taken place.
There's so much damage. This is 8th Street coming into Mayfield right now. This is Red Eagle CrossFit, if you know where this is in Mayfield. The Red Donuts is gone. There's significant damage. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry.
It just feels kind of like you're in a different body. That was a different, that's hard to believe that even happened.
But as bleak as this all seems on the broken, battered surface, Jennifer says hope is on the way.
You almost have this sense of you don't have to worry because you know that the support of the community and the people living around here is going to be overwhelming, that you're not going to feel alone.
What happened here that Friday night will leave indelible scars. But it's the people of Mayfield, Jennifer says, who will make sure this town will be known for more than a memory.
I think it changed a lot of people's souls and how they're going to move forward in this community. I think everyone in America is seeing that soul of Mayfield right now.
Jason Lamb, News Channel 5.
The next one to queue up is Dexter, and we'll tell you when we're ready.
We have seen this.
Is everybody ready? Oh yeah, the dog with 2 legs.
Okay. Do you want to watch it through to remember it?
I would like to see the beginning because I remember thinking that it's set up weird. Go.
Oh, yeah, go ahead and play it.
Am I the only one who wants to watch? I mean, if I am, we don't have to.
In a state made for a camera roll,
it's so super beautiful. It's amazing.
Ouray, Colorado stands out.
In the summertime, you can't walk down the street without walking in front of somebody taking pictures and stuff.
This place is too beautiful not to share.
Whichever way you look at this town, it's absolutely gorgeous and fully Instagrammable.
Yeah, we just all kind of play in the mountains here.
The beauty was only part of what brought Kenty Larson and her family back to her childhood home.
Leaving and coming back, you really understand how unique this place is.
Kenty, her husband and kids live in the house where she grew up with her mom and dad.
That one looks really good.
3 generations around the same table. And Dexter.
He is extremely goofy. He's extremely sweet. He's a little mischievous. A lot mischievous.
Dexter is a quick learner.
He loves attention.
Just look at that face.
The most famous dog ever.
And in a town surrounded by beautiful mountains.
Stay.
He's got to do something to stand out.
Okay, let's go downstairs.
Dexter might actually be the most Instagrammable thing here.
Come on.
Yeah, Instastar.
Okay, let's go.
It's pretty funny. They just like a couple walking down the street almost. He's the absolute best and such a quirky dog.
This is how Dexter walks, well, runs, everywhere.
It's a lot of running, and I have to slow him down.
Kenty and Dexter do have to slow down to answer the obvious question.
Why does that dog look like a human?
Because he only has 2 legs that really work well.
Why?
Because he was in an accident.
It can be tough to talk about.
Right by the blue sign. I get choked up. I can hardly say that.
Back in 2016, about a year into his little life, Dexter was hit by a truck.
We didn't think he'd make it. His front legs got caught underneath the wheel.
Kenty and her family had already put down 2 dogs in 2 years.
I couldn't put another dog down without giving him a chance.
After surgeries and a whole lot of rehab, Dexter started to adapt.
I know humans can do it, but to see an animal adapt to, obstacles and things that, they weren't born that way.
And of course, it hit the internet. This video shot by someone from out of town.
Morning walk. No one around.
It turned Dexter into a pandemic star.
No, he cracks me up. I just can't believe that he cracks up all of these other people as well.
Now everyone wants a piece.
Louis Anderson came to me. He's a big comedian. Do you know Louis Anderson? We just have talked back and forth, and he wanted to do a voice of Dexter and asked if that was okay.
We gotta get there. They're waiting for us. They're holding the bus for us.
The sudden fame gave Dexter's mom something to do when the pandemic stole her job.
Got me up in the morning. The film and the conversations online got me moving again. You can. You want to sit? You want a treat?
With Dexter, there's plenty to talk about now.
Oh gosh, that's a huge piece of meat. Oh, break it down? Yeah. That's good. That's good. Here you go, bud. Say thank you. Great day, bud. This is Dexter. Come on. We saw a dog just kind of walking with its owner, and I can remember one of my kids saying, "That dog looks weird. What's wrong with it?" Because this is now our normal.
A new normal.
Let's go, let's go.
Where have we heard that before?
Let's go. Literally, Dexter saved us during the pandemic, so it's really interesting that we saved him, but really in the end, he saved us.
Good?
For next, I'm Steve Stager.
Okay.
Over.
All right, we can stop. Yeah, we might, is it, you said it's Kaiser, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you just tell me what you want to do.
We might stop in the middle of these because we've seen a few of these in another category.
Okay.
But or they might find one that's not that they don't like. They're going to stop it. So the next one is hiking in heels. When they'll tell you when they're ready.
Sharon's ready.
Ready. Brad's ready.
Okay, they're ready. Go ahead and roll it.
It's like a runway.
Work it, girl. Do little runway thing.
My name is Erin, and I climb mountains right now.
I'm climbing with my friend Erin. She is a beast, climbing in 14ers and heels.
These are some strappy kitten heels from Target.
The girl in high heels? Yeah, like why? Just why the high heels?
Well, I finished all the 14ers the end of last summer, and as a means of celebration, I figured I'd get all dressed up and repeat Albert, which was the first one that I ever did. And so naturally, if I'm going to dress up, I got to wear heels as well.
Wow, that is kind of crazy.
I had fun doing that and realized it wasn't as hard as it seems, and I've just repeated a bunch now in heels. We are headed right up there. That is the summit of Gray's Peak. I think it shows that being like feminine and like outdoorsy are not mutually exclusive. Like an actual, like legit outdoor brand will design a pair of hiking heels.
Yes, that'll be good. We've encountered a lot of looks, even without heels, before heels. When you see women in like spandex on a mountain, women in makeup on a mountain.
Feel like you need to strap your big girl pants on. Oh yeah, this is our first 14er. I honestly can't imagine that chick's gonna be in heels doing that. We were like losing our footing, like just. You look so fine.
Oh, thank you.
What are you doing up here? you come out here and you don't really know what to expect of this thing. Is it going to be just me and my friend sucking air and trying to get through it, crying? Are we going to be like on our knees, like not getting to the top? Or are we going to meet some like super rad chick in a dress and heels that's like inspiring, that makes us want to keep hiking more and see what else we're capable of? Like, doesn't get better than that.
Give me a hug. I'll transfer some of my oxygen over to you for the top.
I think it sends a message. These mountains are for everyone, like whoever you are.
It's actually not as bad as it seems, and I tell people that and they're like, you're crazy, but they do give you some leverage on the way up. Well, now I do think it would be cool to finish them all in heels, kind of get a classic sign.
Yes.
Women are badass. Like
She's going to do something bigger. This is just the start of her journey, and there's going to be some big things in her life for her, and I'm pretty excited for that for her.
Okay, cool. Go bigger for kids' sake is the next one.
I'm good.
Good.
Everybody good?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry. Can you restart that one?
Always darkest before dawn.
It's more.
It's always darkest before dawn.
It's more important than ever.
The last 15 months, the coronavirus pandemic canceled so many things.
We still can't have a lot of our normal fundraisers, and we're still hurting for cash.
But finally, there is light on the horizon.
Well, it looked pretty until I swung.
Last year, Joe Holston golfed 100 holes to raise over $60,000
Go in the hole.
for Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Capital Region.
Joe really inspired me last year, so when we talked about this year, I decided I can't leave him out here all by himself, and I decided to join him.
So the pair plan to golf 126 holes in this second year, with the impact of the pandemic still lingering.
Good putt. We knew this would be hard, wouldn't be easy. I'm probably going to be hurting. My 21-year-old mind is not going to align with my 46-year-old body.
46, I'm 18 years older than him. What's he talking about?
Continuing to raise money during a time of critical need.
Like most nonprofits, we have not been able to hold our signature Bowl for Kids' Sake event.
The pace is frantic. 7 rounds of 18 holes, hours spent at Manada Golf Club.
I got some golf being played here, boy. It's like running from hole to hole and from shot to shot, and I actually play better when I don't think. It's amazing.
The challenge? Go bigger for kids' sake.
An opportunity like this doesn't come around that often.
And the ante's been upped. Joe and Brian hope to raise $80,000.
There's a lot of kids out there who need a lot of help. I've got the easy part, trying to raise money just so we can help those kids. That's a par. That's a par.
In Grantville, I'm Allie Berube, ABC 27 Sports.
Next one will be Just Scream. When you guys are ready, just let us know.
Ready.
Okay. Just Scream.
If only life could stay this peaceful. But in the time of COVID, our sense of calm can sometimes feel shattered. A seemingly constant stream of bad news.
It's been very isolating.
Drilled into our minds.
I've had to stay home most of the time.
It's enough to make a lot of us just scream.
It gives you a really good release.
And Brooklyn teacher Chris Gomar wants to hear them all.
I was thinking, what would people really respond to? Pandemic was in full swing and so on, and I thought screaming.
So he launched a website and a phone number.
Welcome. This is Just Scream Baby.
inviting anyone and everyone to let out their frustrations.
It's such a strange idea. Call in and scream, and it just took off like wildfire. It's been approximately 65,000 screams. 65,000! If it takes off, I think within the realm of 100,000, give or take. You're getting phone calls from all over the world? From all over the world. I mean, in the first couple weeks of the project, it really took off in Russia and Italy.
As the virus kept spreading,
I think I woke up and it was actually a really good start to my day. Just letting out a big scream.
the number of calls kept growing.
It was all that I could give. It was a solid 7-second, shrill, terrifying scream.
And it felt good.
It felt great.
Each with their own unique story.
Afterward, I felt really good, really fulfilled, and like I was going to be heard.
The project giving us a snapshot into the struggles we're all going through together.
I had a lot of jobs and I lost them all.
Miranda Manley lives in Arizona. She's a dancer who lost her dream job because of the pandemic.
I think I had a moment of, I feel really good about myself after doing that.
But instead of screaming, she left a poem, a message of hope.
I hoped that what I left in that message, that it's able to help them, because some of them helped me too.
Do you think your project is helping a lot of people? I think it's helping some people.
For Golmar, it started as a unique idea that wound up bringing strangers together.
What do you think it was about this project that just resonated with so many? It feels easy, I think. I mean, haha, scream into the phone. Like there's a sort of it's a little bit tongue-in-cheek. I had no clue that it would become such a big thing.
He knows someday the screams will stop and the calm will return. Until then, he'll keep listening. In Brooklyn, I'm Adam Harding, News 4 New York.
This is awesome.
Do you all just want to let out a scream right now, or?
Hell yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Because the next one up will be it says 48-hour feature photography, but it's actually called Jesse's Bunnies. So if you can look for that one there, yeah, you'll see it.
Good.
You guys good? Okay. Go ahead and roll it. We don't have sound for some reason. This has happened before. You got to get out of it and get back in.
It's Franklin.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just weird. Occasionally there's a glitch like this.
We have 3 dogs and 3 cats and 7 horses.
She wasn't in need of more animals.
This is Franklin.
But never
You're fine.
dismiss
This is Ducky.
what Jessica Bradley wanted.
Lionhead bunnies, they're very friendly. They're the most friendly bunny.
At 16, Jessica did hours of research.
They love to have cuddles and stuff more than other bunnies.
She wanted
Yeah.
everything just right.
The softest fur you can imagine.
She wanted this.
Pretty soon.
2 or 3 times a week.
Oh, yeah.
They wait
I hope so.
close to the door.
I hope she brings one.
The residents
The bunnies.
of the lodge of Howard Road.
They're gonna be coming. Yep. A long day ahead.
That's our Jessie.
Hi, guys. Here you go, Judy.
Judy Lepelt waited extra long to be first. Her husband Ralph, too. Just as Jessica imagined this.
Yeah.
When she first dropped soft rabbits
Still got the baby.
into a conversation with her mom.
She was sitting on her bed and said, "Mom, I want bunnies." And I said, "What? Why?" Little did I know it was for the old folks.
Do you want some coffee?
A few months earlier, Jessica started working at the lodge, her first real job.
Here you go, Wally.
Jessica's 17th birthday was coming up,
That was her excuse to get them.
and her mom conceded to the $60 a piece price tag.
I thought that was kind of expensive for bunnies, but I said I'd get one if she paid for one, and she said, "Deal."
There you go.
Jessica knew not just any bunnies, would do.
She said, I wanted the softest bunnies for our residents.
Carla Davis, Jessica's boss,
That's good.
noticed the impact on her residents immediately.
Oh, he just loves to be cuddled.
Especially at a time they'd been deprived of family contact.
Emotional, physical, the touch, all of it is just very much therapy for them.
You just want to be loved.
Take Dory Miller.
One of the hardest things for me during this epidemic was I had a great-grandchild born. Didn't get to see him. Oh, I wanted so bad to be holding him like this. So this makes up for it a little bit. Oh my.
There we go.
Jessica's research was spot on. Her lionhead bunnies comfortable being handled for long stretches. Sometimes really long.
Nap time over there.
Barely 17.
Yep.
Paying for bunny food and supplies from her modest paycheck.
You would be a great bunny mom.
And not a whisker of this in her job description.
Why do you do this?
It just makes me happy that it's making them happy.
Jessica didn't need more animals.
Oh, sweet baby.
She just wanted this.
You're a pretty baby.
For her friends.
Yes, you are.
Boyd Hooper, Carol 11 News.
Oh, he likes that.
Howard Lake.
Okay.
It's getting tougher.
You should have seen how chatty they were after each story like yesterday morning. This next one is One Last Time. 3 more left. The end is near.
One last time. Let's do it. I'm ready.
Oh. You guys in?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Not a year goes by in the dark at this home in Brigham City.
It's grown bigger and better every single year.
Over time, the sights and sounds
It's not just a one-time event.
have become a destination.
Quickly caught on that this is the place to come.
And until recently,
The kids want to keep coming and coming back.
many visitors have never known the man behind the display.
If you want to think of a guy that makes his light shine for others, that would be my dad.
Daughter Sheila Roach
You know, both in the spiritual sense and through his light show.
says Rex Yarger has been giving light for more than 30 years.
He's one of those people that loves everything Christmas.
The husband and father of 6 started with a glowing nativity. Now thousands of lights go up every Christmas.
I mean, it's an all hands on deck affair.
This year, that day came early, and for the first time,
He was not very with us at that point in time.
Verna's husband didn't join the setup.
He kept saying that he wasn't going to be able to do them this year.
In June, Yarger survived a heart attack, just in time to learn he had cancer.
His timeline went from 2 years down to 6 to 9 months, down to 2 to 4 months.
Earlier this month, the 69-year-old ended his treatment.
When he decided no more chemo, we decided Christmas in October.
The lights went up Saturday, and there, with his children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, Yarger saw the display he had poured his heart, time, and money into.
It was the best present we could have given him.
The next day,
About 12 hours later.
he passed away,
Yeah, but he did get to see it one more time, so we were all at peace with that.
and his legacy in the community came to light.
Your lights have brightened our hearts. We are so thankful for the impact you've had on us.
Through letters, visitors finally got to give back to the man
Said as much love as we could for people we don't know.
who had given so much to them.
We've been coming to the lights for 7 years and have had the privilege to raise my children and drive by your home every year. My son was born at preemie, and this light display helped him calm down when he was having a bad day.
Having the cards to read every night has eased the burden of his death just a little bit.
One of my first activities that we did here was watch your Christmas lights. This display has sure made our Christmases every year. We always wondered how much your electricity bill was. I pray that you and your family can feel peace and comfort.
We've been able to laugh and cry and smile knowing that people cared so much.
Here comes Santa Claus.
I think this will be our last year.
Thousands of bulbs will go out for the last time at the Yarger home this Christmas.
I don't know that Christmas will be the same without it.
But the family hopes the light from the man behind the display
I think it was a light in the darkness for many people,
will continue to brighten lives
just like he was.
year after year.
That's what he would want them to do, is be kind.
Matt Rascone, KSL 5 News.
Where is God is next.
I'm good.
You good?
Yep.
He's good. All righty.
Yep.
Here we go. Roll it.
Depends on the week, but she's usually here every day. You could say she's the voice of this church. We all have a routine. Crystal Yates is no different. She comes here to work and practice, and she tends to inspire people. They probably wish they had what she has. So much faith.
So this is where my husband Will and I work and lead worship at every Sunday. This is Christ Fellowship in McKinney, Texas.
And this is also a slice of someone's life. A few minutes unedited. It isn't rehearsal. It's life. Crystal feels different here these days because not long ago,
Honestly, I was not sure.
she didn't know if she'd ever come back here again.
COVID.
21 days staring at the hospital ceiling. She couldn't believe it.
No, I couldn't. It was surreal.
Crystal has belted it out on the Grand Ole Opry stage, won a national competition there. Now, she couldn't catch her breath for another reason.
There were moments I felt that God was close as my next breath, and there were other moments I could not feel God's presence with me at all.
21 days in the hospital.
It was very scary.
But on day 11, an angel appeared. In white?
I think she had blue on, actually. Yes, this sweet nurse, one of the many nights I'd been discouraged. This sweet nurse woke me up after just long prayers, and she had told me, "You're gonna get better, you're gonna get out of the hospital." Then she put all these Bible verses all around my bed. When I woke up, I saw them all, and they were verses that really meant a lot to me, like, don't be afraid, fear not.
Angel. Or nurse. Or both. It helped her get here.
Yes, there's a special place Will and I love to sing and worship in.
Well, not exactly here, but they'll show you where they go.
And the winner of $100,000 and the title Best New Act in Country Music is Crystal Yates.
I had been talking to a friend one night, and I had to get off of the phone with her because my oxygen levels were desaturating so low, it would set my alarms off.
She's won big in life. Folks might think she's never had to question her faith.
If I can't even talk, will I ever get to sing again?
But she's human.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden I heard this little voice just deep down in my heart say, "Why don't you go ahead and try and sing now?" And I thought, that's crazy. And I did start singing, and when I did, my oxygen levels began to rise.
Crazy. Could barely talk but listened to a voice that said sing.
I couldn't. It was really like a miracle.
She always believed in those, but never tested like this.
I really learned that hope is very important. And also I learned that everybody in the world could be praying for me, because everybody was. I was getting hundreds of messages. And all these people from all over that I didn't even know praying for me. And, but I heard that little voice again say, you have to believe for you. You've got to believe. It doesn't matter if everyone in the world believes if you don't believe. And so I began to dare to believe and sing, and little by little I got better. Yeah.
So it turns out she missed this house of worship, but she found clarity in a hospital room. Oh, and here's the place they love to practice.
And all my life you have been gonna sing of the goodness of God. Oh, your goodness is running after, it's running after me.
She's feeling better most days, still clearing pneumonia from her lungs. Grateful she's standing in her church stairwell for acoustics instead of listening to the metronome of the intensive care unit.
I give you everything.
This is celebration.
Your goodness is running after, it's running after me.
This is liberation.
Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me.
With Brandon Maurer.
Your goodness is running after.
I'm Mike Castellucci.
I'm ready.
That was interesting. They shot that in a oneer. One shot.
Yep. There was a time where those were a big deal.
Yeah, I just wish the oneer didn't have the back of her head most of the time, you know. That's the only problem.
Yeah, and it was dark. It's too bad the gear wasn't a little bit more conducive to wider depth of field and maybe low light. It was gutsy.
Yeah. It was. It was interesting. Like, I almost want to give it a higher score, except that they lost me a couple times in that beginning.
Yeah, gutsy, but they didn't pull it off.
Right, exactly.
Machines.
Exactly.
Yep.
If you're gonna try it, you gotta
front, you know, backpedaling with her or something. I want to see her. But beautiful song. I love that song.
Yeah, it is nice.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Good.
Go ahead, Adrian. What were you gonna say?
No, I like the story. I just think the visuals failed. And they missed an opportunity to connect with people watching.
Really?
Yeah, they really did. Seeing her back of her head off of the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, first impression is everything. I don't want to see the back of your head.
And it was a long time. It was a long time.
Her head was prettier than that reporter. We always see the back of his head. He's like all greasy and everything. So.
All right, we got one more left.
Yep, this is Telephone of the Wind. We might have seen this one.
I've seen this, but I don't know where. I don't think we saw it yesterday, but I've seen this.
Okay, yeah, maybe not.
I've seen two of these.
Maybe I just watched it. Didn't realize. Okay, go ahead.
Bless you.
Hi, baby. The loss of a loved one is really hard. It's really hard to accept that they're gone.
I miss you so much. You know, on your worst day of parenting, the kids are going crazy, the house is a mess, but you know, you say, well, at least the kids are alive. I don't get to say that.
Giving ourselves sacred space is really important right now, and we're all having to get creative and find it in places that maybe we don't anticipate.
This is a Priest Point Park.
It's just a really peaceful place.
I thought that maybe this might be a little bit more like primordial and private, so people could talk to their loved ones.
Call someone, but not actually.
It's my son, Tyler. I come out here where it's peaceful and quiet to connect with my son. Oh, Tyler, it's Mom again.
A family friend posted on Facebook that her 4-year-old daughter had went to sleep.
It appears that she had a seizure of some sort because all of her body was stiff.
I think with 2020 and that happening, it hit me a little harder than I expected. At that moment, like the first thing that came to my mind was making a phone.
I just want to see her face when I'm talking to her.
It is a phone for memories.
The phone for memories.
And saying the goodbyes you never got to say.
And saying the goodbyes that I never got to say.
My son died unexpectedly on August 28th of 2020. He was only 27 years old. Coming out here and using the phone, the telephone of the wind, it gives me comfort.
I love you and I miss you and I will be out to talk to you again.
I think it's just lovely. The idea that you can still feel connected to people you care about, even though they're gone.
It's really powerful. You're not expecting it. You're like, oh, okay, I'll pick up the phone. And then it's like, wow.
I love you all so much. Bodie, you are a great dog. Grandma, you are really nice. Grandpa, you are really, really nice too. I hope you have a good time in heaven.
It's another way to connect in my heart.
I'm thankful that there's an outlet for people and her memory gets to live on through the phone. There's so much I wish I could say to your face. I just ask that you come visit me more often. I'd like to see you in my dreams. It is healing. You feel lighter when you're done. I'll talk to you soon, baby. Do it together again? Okay. I can say that for sure. Good job, Beba.
I'm so glad they ended there and they didn't add anything after that.
Yeah, definitely.
I was thinking there was a different story, so no, we hadn't seen that one yet. Okay, so
do we finish or we have another category?
that's the last story.
Nice.
I think that's the last. I have to triple check before I let you all go, but pretty sure that's the last one. So you guys go ahead and deliberate there and see what we come up with here.
I think I have my order here, yeah.
I think I have my order.
Now I can-
Oh, we're the same. I didn't realize that.
What was the
Nice.
Yeah, I really think so. That
This
was
is
not
48
hard.
hour. I lost my tab. Hang on.
I feel like Telephone of the Wind could have been tweaked better and some other things could have been shot better, but I think she gave them I don't remember who narrated it, but the reporter gave them space, which I think was necessary because it is intensely private moment, you know. But man, that is powerful. A telephone on a tree in such a serene place.
I have to remember why I've seen it. Two different reporters did that story, and somewhere I saw them back to back. And remember, by far, obviously, this was the better one. The other one was with a reporter, and it was not nearly as strong. I can't remember where that was, though. I'll have to remember.
All right, are we all done?
Ballad of Blind.
What do you
Ballad
got?
of Blind Lemon. What's Ballad of Blind Lemon?
Looks like everybody has Telephone in the Wind, number one.
Yep.
We
That's
got
number
a
one.
winner TV dinner. I really like
Scream.
Yeah, you guys
Oh,
like.
I forgot about Dexter. I didn't put Dexter in anywhere.
I like Dexter.
What's
we like
Dexter?
dog stories, right?
Yeah, I kind of like Dexter.
Was Dexter the story about the dog?
Yeah.
Two-legged dog.
I like the story development there, and some of the surprises. Took a while to find out about the dog story, but it not too long. I really liked it.
I felt like it was, I don't know. I felt like that needed to be way up more. Somehow they could have teased it earlier.
Yeah.
Because
Agreed. Yeah, the open was really long.
yeah, it was really long and unnecessarily long. I think you can set that mood of the town and have that dog show up, and bam, your story's cooking.
Yeah.
So I
I
thought
do
that
think
was
shooting wise, it's much harder than the Bunnies, though. Shooting Dexter is not an easy one.
but the emotion that was captured by the bunnies was very powerful.
So 3 of us have One Last Time. Nobody else
Yeah.
has Dexter. Oh, 2 people have.
I have One Last Time. 4 of us have
One Last Time. Yeah, we all have that. We all
So
have
you think
different
One Last Time is 3? You think?
number 3.
I think One Last Time is honorable mention. I think there was some rough shooting and
what was it
What was
again?
One Last Time again?
One Last Time was the Christmas guy with the lights at the last time.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think
And it was
I think
the lights and it was sound bites. I think it's a really good story, but shooting wise, I think
Yeah.
there's others who worked harder.
I'd take
you're right.
Dexter over that. I don't know why I got that.
Did you guys?
Did you guys like Blind Lemon? No, nobody has it. I'm taking it out then.
What's Blind Lemon? I don't even remember.
Sorry, that wasn't. It wasn't Blind Lemon. That was something else.
Huh?
Well, Blind Lemon wasn't in there. It was.
Oh.
It was Bunnies.
Oh, okay.
Bunnies was replaced by Bunnies. Maybe you had to refresh, but Ballad of Blind Lemon. I wrote that in by mistake. It should be Bunnies.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know.
So we all liked it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think, guys, for 3 and 4?
I guess Bunnies is 3, eh?
What was 2?
Scream.
Just Scream?
Oh,
Just
yeah.
And then, so Bunnies is 3. How do you feel about that, Adrian? I know you got yours different.
I could go either or. I like One Last Time. I'm not a fan of animal stories, but that's just my implicit bias. So I'm trying to set that aside.
I think just Bunnies really connected the faces of those people. She was in tight, or who that reporter was in tight on their faces, and I thought that emotion. I got that emotion through me, and I thought that I loved that. So, but I mean, what do you think? Jesse's Bunnies 3rd?
Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to push anybody to it. So, but
all right.
One Last Time is honorable.
Yep, honorable is One Last Time. Yep.
All right, just to make sure I got it here. Telephone of the Wind 1st, Just Scream 2nd, Jesse's Bunnies 3rd, and One Last Time honorable mention.